don't know if this is actually what Simon looked like. I of course never met him. He was long gone before my time. But there was a real man named Simon Hubig, and his little moniker was Savory Simon, and it seemed to be a catchy logo. It's been the same logo that we've had that this company has had for approximately 100 years. We're not going to change him. He's not going to lose weight or put on a pair of gym shorts or anything. What are our favorite flavors? What are our most popular flavors? Apple and lemon are neck and neck for number 1 and 2, except for when we introduce a new flavor, a seasonal flavor. Usually that new flavor hits very hard. We don't do some of the more expensive berries or cherries or things like that year-round. The last flavor that we just stopped making was sweet potato. And we use real jumbo yams that we buy from the farmers on the western half of the state. We boil them up and peel them and turn them into a sweet potato pie in the morning. We don't use canned sweet potato. So when the crop dries up, we discontinue that product for this year. But we'll bring it back as soon as the weather turns cool and the crop comes back. We use steam to cook the fruit, and it's a real efficient way to cook large buckets in a relative hurry without having to use open flame.
Right now, I'm mixing the apple seed, cut up apples, and liquid sugar, starch resistant, and we have the sugar, cinnamon, salt, and resistant again. And we'll mix it on up. Apple pie.
Now the metal will come upstairs.
Here's our small pie operation. We put dough into one side. It goes through a series of rollers. Joe is checking the thickness of the dough. It comes out in a uniform sheet. We deposit the fruit, which the fruit should be timed with the cutting head right there so that there's very little waste in the rerun of the next batch of dough. The dough flops over and goes under the cutting wheel. The cutting wheel is the same cutting wheel we've had. So that I don't exaggerate, I'll only say that we've had it for 75 years. What always tickles me is I meet some old timers that say that the pies used to be bigger when they were a kid, and it's assuredly not. It's the same pie, the same exact machine, the same exact method, same formulas for generations now. We get a real good glaze on the pies. We're really happy with the icing that we have on them. And that's actually not an easy thing to do in New Orleans, particularly in the summer. The carousel here will go up about every 10, 12, maybe 15 minutes if we need to slow it down. And so it takes 2 hours to get from bottom to top. That's to allow for the product to cool and harden. You know, if somebody has an idea, I'm open to new ideas on flavors, but we don't really want to compromise what we consider to be a Hubig's pie. My friend is trying to get me to make a cafe au lait or a coffee flavored pie, and I'd actually like to try it. We actually ran a test run of it, and we couldn't get everybody to agree on the strength of the coffee in the pie. And there's always been the group that's asked us to make a Sugar Busters pie. make a diabetic-friendly pie, make a low-fat pie. And we could. We honestly could make that, but I don't know if we would want to wrap it as a Hubig's pie. We would probably want to market it as a piece of cardboard, styrofoam, hockey puck or something, but we wouldn't really want it to be our pie if it didn't taste as delicious as we think ours do. It only has been since Katrina that we have been able to do the website, and we've been able to do shipping of pies. They're extremely fragile, they're extremely perishable, but we ship a lot of them out, and the people who receive them are pretty happy to get them. But I guess we all know that former New Orleanians living in wherever appreciate a little bit of home whenever they can get it. We produce 5 days a week, we deliver 5 days a week. We do not carry any inventory. The pies are coded for a 1 week pickup, 1 week shelf life. We buy them back and give the shopkeepers 100% credit for the out-of-code product. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but it ensures that a stale pie is valueless to my employee and or the shopkeeper. And it's not a complicated business model. You know, if you can't sell it fresh, you're certainly not going to be able to sell it stale. We've been doing that for generations, and there is no real new and improved. There is no new Hubig's pie coming. So it's a formula that seems to work. People enjoy our products, so we're happy to keep making it.